Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col U TV. Harry Totham can't be with us today, so I am in the hot seat for today's pre-match show as Wayne Brown and the lads take on Carlisle here at the JobServe Community Stadium. You don't need me to tell you, it's a big game for us here today, and let's hope we can get a home run going. Of course, soon we'll have 4 games on the spin at home. And then after that, you may have heard the news, we will be hosting England v Germany for the under-20s game here at the JobServe Community Stadium. And later on in the show, I'll be talking to Tim Waddington, who is General Manager here at Colchester United, and getting some news on that, and also the ticket news as well, very important. We'll be hearing from Tommy Smith, who will be giving us his pre-match thoughts. But before all of that, let's hear from Wayne Brown.
Wayne, tough run of games continues on Saturday with Carlisle coming to the JobServe Community Stadium.
Yeah, they're all tough games. Obviously tough game Tuesday, another one coming along Saturday. So it's about preparing the lads the best that we can, so we keep them as fresh as we can going into the fixture.
And you spoke immediately after the game on Tuesday. Have you had a chance to look back on it even more, and have you changed your thoughts about how good we were in the second half or how poor we were in the first half?
I think looking back on the game, it's always nice to do a little bit of debrief with the lads as well. Obviously they were disappointed on Tuesday night, but there's again loads and loads of positives to come out of the second half. I thought we took the game to them. We got into real good areas of the football pitch, used the width well, created some opportunities to score goals. So for the lads to pick themselves up at half time from where we were really at half time, yes, the formation helped. But the belief in the group needs to be high, and it should be high with the way that we approach the game in the second half. And again, it's just about getting the buy-in from the lads and keeping them in a positive frame of mind going into the weekend. Yeah,
and of course every team in the league plays a slightly different way or slightly different formations. How hard is it when you are playing Saturday, Tuesday to kind of get maybe different information into the players?
I think that's it really. I think that the messages that you give them need to be clear and concise, so that they can register them and then obviously carry them out on match days. With the amount of games that you have in a short space of time, it's not really ideal, but I think they've been really responsive, the lads as a group, as a collective, in the fixtures that we've had. We've not overloaded them with loads of detail, but we've tried to keep it as simple as we can, and it's been effective.
And of course home form becomes really important now, because 5 of the next 6 are at home.
They are, yes, they are. They're going to be massive. Obviously the following that we've had of late has been brilliant, fantastic. They've been very, very loud, and it's played a big part. You've seen how the lads kept going to the 97th minute on Tuesday. You've seen how they've kept going with 9 men previously, and it goes a long way, and we need to really make the home form count, and the fans are a massive part of that.
Yeah, and obviously the Swindon game and on Tuesday night to a degree where late on we looked strong and still looked like we wanted to go on and score goals. Does that extra injury time become more and more important?
It does. Fitness levels, squads, freshness, and the hunger and desire, more importantly, needs to be there. And it could be 100 minutes, the game, with a stoppage time in the first half and a stoppage time in the second half. And we need to keep going. But what I've seen of the group, a real good trait to have, is they don't know when they're beat. Even 2-0 down, we get one and we still believe that we can get something from the game, even though there was probably 3 or 4 minutes only left of the game. But we kept pushing, we kept plugging away, and it's fine margins. They've had to make 3 blocks in the 96th minute to keep it a 2-1. And again, credit to the lads, because they've had to change their shape. They've had to bring personnel onto the football pitch. We've pinned them back, and on a different day with a different group with a different mentality, it might have been a little bit more comfortable for Mansfield. But we've got to carry that on now into the games coming up. The work ethic, the belief, the desire, it's all there. We've just got to keep it going.
Yeah, and you've obviously been missing players for the last 2 games at Orient, at Mansfield. Any of the lads back in and with you in fit for selection?
Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. I mean, the lads that have come in, young Gino's done great. He's done brilliant. He would have learnt a lot from Tuesday. I wouldn't imagine he would have encountered that before, that pace, that tempo, playing against those sort of players. So it's great for his development, but we're hoping to have a couple back, yeah.
So there's head coach Wayne Brown looking for another 3 points this weekend. As I mentioned earlier, we've got 4 games at home on the spin soon, and that will be followed by us hosting England v Germany and under-20s international here at the JobServe Community Stadium. Joining me now in the studio is General Manager here at Colchester United, Tim Waddington. Very good afternoon to you, Tim.
Good afternoon, Lee.
Exciting news that we've had recently about this game. Let's start. Firstly, do we get a call? Who calls us and how does that come about? And who do they call?
Yeah, well, obviously England have got a schedule they need to try and hit over the course of the season to get their games in. We've had a great relationship with them over the years. So that it normally comes in as a phone call to see whether or not we can fit them in within our schedule. And we always try and make sure the answer is yes, because we love having them here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an honour to host so many games here, isn't it, for us, over the years. I
think the number of games is testament to the job that we do for them. I think we're the right size of stadium for the under-20s, 21s, and for the ladies' teams particularly. And the operating team that we've got here knows how to handle the requirement of the FA. So they like working with us, we like working with them.
And what sort of things have been finalised, in regards to...
Well, it's a change really to our normal fixtures. We're expecting the best part of a capacity game, attendance on the game. Security arrangements are always slightly different because it's a different team coming in. 2 different teams coming in rather than one being a home team. We've got to obviously confirm things around travel arrangements with the safety advisory group, but all that's done and dusted, and the game's in the diary and on sale.
So is that kind of the only changes that we have to make for that type of game as opposed to a normal game?
Yeah, it changes the entire shape of the match day, really, for us. We'll have executive boxes up on sale, but the whole first floor will be taken up by the FA and by the 2 teams. Just the timings and the little bits and pieces change a little bit from what we do on a match day. But most of what is happening on that particular event, that particular match, is the same as we would normally do on a Tuesday or a Saturday.
And so when they come to us, again, repeatedly, what do they say that they particularly like? What is it that they really draws them back to us here at Colchester to put the games on?
It's a good stadium. We've got a good team of staff here that know what they need. We've worked together now 7-8 times on these matches, so we do understand each other. The facility itself is bang on in terms of capacity, and equally there's a really good appetite for football within this part of Essex. So, it's a great chance for us, again, to win a few friends and so hopefully convert some of these guys into Col U fans.
And this isn't any normal game. The rivalry, the history that we've got, especially when it comes to football with Germany, that speaks for itself, doesn't it? So that's great, isn't it?
When the question is there, can we host an FA game? We want the answer to be yes. But when it's Germany, you really want it to be yes. That's one of sport's big rivalries, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's England v Germany on a football match. That's what you want.
And the chance to be there, witness hopefully a victory for the 3 Lions against Germany. So how can fans get tickets?
Yeah, tickets are online now. They're on colutickets.com. And like I say, let's hopefully make it a victory. It was 2-0 last time back in 2018. Cracking performance. The Germans look very strong as well. So it was a very, very entertaining game. So yeah, fans can go online to colutickets.com and tickets are on sale now.
And also potentially some real England players for the future as well. We're going to see there. In years to come, we see them play here. Yeah,
this is the squad that's coming through. And a few years ago, we saw Rashford come on and sort of really make his mark and put himself forward for first team contention, and he did. So yeah, this is the chance to see those players who are coming up. They're in the wings. They're the ones that are going to come through and do the job in a 3 Lions shirt in the future.
And am I right in thinking I've heard there's discounts for group bookings? How does that work?
Yeah, there's a standard price on normal tickets. Group booking is above 10. There's a discounted price, and FA accredited clubs are entitled to a number of complimentary tickets and can purchase on top of that as well.
Okay, and finally, while I've got you here, I've got to ask you your thoughts on today's game or the score prediction. What are you going for?
It's a big game. It's a big game at home for us. I think we found our form. I'm going to say it's going to be a win for Colchester, and I'm going to say it's a 3-0 win.
3-0 win. I'm not going to tempt fate by making my score prediction, so I'll leave that with you. Thanks again for joining us and clearing some of those bits up, Tim. Right, now it's time to take a look back at the Carlisle game, and we're going back to the first game of the season with the highlights from that, and then we'll have the Tommy Smith pre-match interview.
Tommy, games coming thick and fast, aren't they? Your first defeat for 5 games on Tuesday. How's the reaction been so far?
Yeah, obviously we need to take positives from it. You know, we felt like we didn't start the game particularly well. First half we weren't up to the standards we've set ourselves in the previous 4 games, but I think second half we really responded and could and perhaps should have got a point out of the game.
And obviously you missed a couple of those games in that unbeaten run, but you came back for the win at Orient. But a strange time to come back into the team for you, strange way of coming back in.
Yeah, but I mean, you always have to be ready for every eventuality, whether you're starting the game or on the bench. And you know, hope Dallo gets back soon. I think he will. Won't be too long. He's out for, but you know, I had to be ready. Came in, and it was nice to get 3 points and a clean sheet.
Yeah, and obviously it wasn't just you kind of coming back into the team or back into the squad. There was a lot of changes that had to be made. You know, with people missing on a Thursday and Friday, and obviously suspensions as well.
Yeah, and it shows the strength of the squad that we've got now. You know, we've made a lot of really good acquisitions in January, and now there is real competition for places, and it shows. And the gaffer has instilled that into us. You know, that every day on the training pitch you are playing for your shirt, and like I said, that can only be good for the benefit of the group.
And how important is it to start winning games at home now, especially given that 5 out of the next 6 are at home?
Yeah, vitally important. Obviously, especially this weekend against Carlisle, it's a game that we really want to get 3 points out of and stamp our authority on the game from the first whistle. And we're putting a plan into place to do that.
And from a personal perspective, you know, like competition for places is great for the club, but you know, how does it drive you on as a person, knowing that you know new centre halves come in and you know there is real competition for places in that centre back?
Yeah, like I say, it can only be a benefit for the squad because it drives individuals, both myself and the rest of the group, to get to new levels and get better and constantly improve. And you know, the gaffer's come in and he wants that to happen. It's a clean slate for everyone. Everyone's got to prove their worth, and no one is just a given to be in the team. You know, you've got to earn your stripes and put in the performances in those games to retain your shirt.
Yeah, and a lot of new players coming in January. Have they all settled in and you know into a squad that seemed quite close knit anyway?
Yeah, that settled in really well. You know, a few of the lads knew a lot of the players anyway, so that makes it easier to settle in straight away. But you know, all good lads. You know, we've had a good group anyway, and the lads that we've brought in, they've obviously done their due diligence on their character because they've slotted in nicely, and hopefully they can all have an impact between now and the end of the season.
So both Wayne and Tommy looking for a home win today, which I know we all are. Let's get that home run going, especially with 4 on the spin coming up very, very soon. And also mentioning the fans there, and well done to the 106 that made their way up to Mansfield. I made my way there during the week as well, and it is a bit of a journey up there. But well done to each and every one of you that did make that journey. If you want to contact us here, at Colchester, media@colchesterunited.net. That's for a birthday mention, anniversary, maybe your first visit to the stadium or your first visit for a while, or anything you like, Colchester United related, or the big screen on match days, of course. It's media@colchesterunited.net. Right, that's about it from me. I'll let you get yourselves out there, cheer on the lads. Of course, if you are at home, you can listen to the audio on iFollow. That's if you're in the UK, or if you are abroad, you can watch the game live once again on iFollow. Wherever you are, enjoy the game, cheer on the lads, and I'll be back on Wednesday for the midweek show. But until then, I'll leave you some highlights from another game from today's opponents. And until next time, it's goodbye for now.